Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Blast as Knuckles for the Sega Game Gear. We completed Green Hill Zone in the first video, and now we are in the Yellow Desert Zone. Let's beat up a bat that swoops back and forth, and also get a bunch of rings as we go along this area. Definitely want to get some rings. This is probably the easiest one to get 100 in, for sure. Yellow Desert Zone, Act 1. Also, those enemies that move across the floor, you can just spin dash into them. That'll take care of them real good. And here, want to use the spin dash, take care of that guy. It's always better to use a spin dash on that enemy rather than a jump, because that enemy can also produce a spike, which will hurt if you jump on it while the spike is out. So don't do it. And now, use the spring. Roll up here, jump once you're on the ceiling, and if you time it right, you can get up here and get everything super easy. So you can still jump to that platform anyway. No big deal. And now we need to go down the pipe. Going any further to the right will take us to the end. I don't want to do that just yet. And there is nothing here. Do not stand in that oil for very long, you will sink. Also, climb up this wall, you'll get the big ring. For Yellow Desert Zone Act 1. Now it's time for getting 50 more rings. You'll always be getting 50 rings, no more, no less. You just have to figure out how best to get them. And I could have used the speed boost right there, but I did not exactly expect that. No big deal. And I don't want to use the spring there. I don't want to be using springs quite yet. Now that one I did. And that one I did. And that one I want to use too. This one I don't. Getting a little better. A little bit with the aerial rings. And we have another extra life. We have collected another knuck. Now we're back at the beginning, but we can keep on knucking. We can get some more rings. And I know that we've done all this before, but thankfully it doesn't take too long to get back to where we left off. And yeah, you do get a little musical ditty for when you get 100 rings, as always, which is always kind of cool. Time to use that spin dash again. Get more rings. I know I won't have the best time bonus in the world if I do this, but hey, it's always good to get a ton of rings. Never know. You never know when you might need the hit points. Want to watch out for this here. Can't believe I jumped on that. And we can just go all the way to the right and just get another extra life. I don't know why I keep landing on that, but I just do. And yes, you do get points. Or rather, you do get lives for points. I believe you get an extra life at 50,000 points. And probably every 50,000 afterwards. So, anyway, Yellow Desert Zone, Act 2. You want to be very careful. You don't want to go too high because there are going to be spikes that will drop down and hurt you. And that can also happen. Don't let that happen. Whoa. And those are the spikes. You want to be very careful. There is a spike over here. If I can climb up to the wall, if I can glide into the wall and... yeah, let's wait on that. The spikes that do fall, they do have a slightly more different appearance. I'll go ahead and pause the game. Now, all the regular spikes have red, orange, yellow, brown. But if you pay attention to the one that has a brown outline, that's the one that will fall on you. Am I sticking around right there? right at the wall. After you spin dash right into that extra life, you can avoid getting hit from above. And now you know. There's a checkpoint. There's plenty of platforms above us that will take us to rings. Don't want to go too overboard with it. Don't want to get too greedy. I'll go ahead and grab this just to be safe. I think there's something over here. But I do want to be careful because of the conveyor belt sand that does push you around. Oh, great. There's just rings. Yeah, don't go to the right here unless you really need the rings, because there is a spike wall that will be in your way. And I am perfectly happy with collecting all these things, jumping over you. I don't want to get that monitor because I believe that character has an Eggman in it, and an Eggman icon will half your rings. It will cut your amount of rings you have by half. Now here, go left once, twice, and then jump to the right. Big ring. Time for 50 rings. Let's not horribly mangle this because I want to get that second Chaos Emerald. Did want to use that speed boost. Do want to get these rings. And I may have messed that up. I may not have messed this up. We're going to get our 50 rings. You will not take my M route today, Robotnik. So now we are 2/5 of the way through the Chaos Emeralds. And we start back at the continue point, which is cool. I did want to do that. And I don't want to do any weird gliding that I don't necessarily want to do. You get out of there. I want you out of my way just to be safe. Nope. Though I do find it funny you can stick to the spikes. Anyway, let's just keep going to the left. It doesn't matter how you go to the left twice before jumping to the right for the big ring, just as long as you go left twice and then jump to the right for the big ring. Because these things will suck you in. These little holes in the wall will suck you in and you can't go back. So you really gotta be careful. Also, getting plenty of points for my skill level in Sonic games. Not that points really matter, but... Anyway, Act 3. We need to head to the left while also getting as many points as possible. Or, not points, but rings. Rings are good. And I do want to drop down here. It will make things a little more easy. And I do want to run into the switch. Just climb into it with Knuckles. A lot easier to get with Knuckles. And by hitting that switch, you can get the rings that are here, which is cool. I believe it opens this room up. It's probably the most fruitful room out of everything we've seen around here. So I just have to assume that that's the secret room that opens, that switch opens. Anyway, it's time to face the Egg Goku. Jump in the Eggman. Then jump into him again as he attacks. And if you can keep a good control of your character, you can do 3 bounces per cycle. And of course, 12 hits will do it in. Jumped a little too early right there, but we made it. And that's our second level of the game down. Up next is the third level of the game, Red Volcano Zone. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we go through Red Volcano Zone and try to get a third Chaos Emerald. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!